Them love this, yeah, man. Hear them style.
Dave?
Fucking hell. Johnny!
Hey,
come
how
in.
you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm
You alright?
good.
Yeah, mate, I'm alright. You, how you right? This is Dave.
And I do apologise about him right from the start. I blame the parent. Right?
Yeah.
I've known him a long time. When I first met him, I had a Fringe. This is one of the local heroes of our little block, right?
That's what they
Right,
say.
done it all properly, yeah. He was always, and I mean this most sincerely, a little bit smarter than your average bear boo-boo, right? He was a little bit above his years. No, I don't mean it nice. I looked at you as a threat. I hated him. I hated him. The only reason I talked to him was I fancied his mum. Come on in, mastermind. No, I don't have to be the best fraudster, because I know him. And he don't have to be the best fighter, because he can ring me, yeah? Each to his own, all sorts of courses, right peg in the right hole. I'm a completely different era, and the only way to be against the law or criminal in them days, you all had the same haircut, you all had the front nose, and you was a gangster, you know what I mean? Now, as the world has evolved, everything's got a little bit more sharper, you know, like, you couldn't rob a bank, it wouldn't be worth it, because everyone's paying with a cheque, and when I used to do it, some old woman used to give you 200 grand, and you run off down the road, and if you was unlucky, a cop would chase you with a whistle. It's fucking mental. Their criminal mind is so sharp. They are crucifying, they are slaughtering these fail-safe things that they're doing within hours. How could I get away with a fraud? Look at me. Stop it. Criminals spend their money very, very fast because they do not understand the concept of saving. And when you run out of money, you just then go out and nick some more, so you don't have to do the saving, you understand what I mean? Although you might not want to be squanderous and slap happy with your money, you can't help it because it's easy come, easy go, and I hate to say that, but it is like that. You know, very much so in Tony's case with the fraud thing, he never ever believed that that was ever going to stop. Right? Or otherwise he wouldn't have wasted the money he did on what he did. He must have thought this was going to go on forever.
He's only done it, look.
Coming in. Next. Yeah, but I can't make a passport. I couldn't walk out of a fucking Breitling, I know. Unless I went like that. Give me the fucking work. You know what I mean? How's that for a fraud? Boom. I'm rubbing me cock on her ankle. I'm rubbing me cock on her ankle. The illusion that anyone that's on the wrong side of the law is more exciting is an illusion, but it definitely is an aphrodisiac. These little creatures here that look like they walked off the front of a magazine wouldn't be sitting in my back garden letting me molest her ankle if I was a milkman. They make me feel like I'm 25, about 6'8", and Jamaican. Why? You know what I mean? Step this way, look. After you, listen, God didn't give you a bum like that to walk behind me. Fucking hell. I'm loving the way your legs bend, Blondie. I'm liking that little bendy look.
I can tell the difference between gangsters and then sort of straight guys. Just even down to the way they talk a lot of the time and the words they use.
Oh, your fucking legs!
I just have that side to me that finds it attractive or feels excited by them. It's not like I'm used to that as a life as my teenager. Like when I was a kid, I was completely innocent. I didn't think, oh, I want to hang around gangsters. It was just something that just happened, really. I prefer the fraud side of crime more than anything else, like violence and drugs. It is more clever, it's finding loopholes in today's society, because on both sides you've got people that are making a lot of money, and if like everyday people can use their brain enough to find a way to look after their kids lovely, their girlfriend lovely, and make a nice house. Sometimes I do think, well, good on to you, you've put enough brain power into it, you've like made things happen out of nothing, and it might be bad to say, but I guess I don't mind that too much. Like, I know that, I know I've had friends that have had their identity stolen and their like banks cleared, so they will probably hate me for that, and I know that's really bad, but fraud is more commendable.
But it's our duty as a criminal, as soon as you're doing something that the rest of the world don't like, which is crime, you should at least do it with as much dignity, honour, respect, class, quality, professionalism as possible, because what you're doing is scummy, so at least do it with honour. Don't be an arsehole. All right, that's your lot, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. The Courtney show is over.
I did tell you that. You don't listen to me. I told you the other day.
Tell me.
I'm not arguing with you. What are you, my mum?
No, I'm your fucking wife that's sitting in here looking after your children.
Yeah, please, babe, can you do that for me, yeah? Lindy? Oh, she's gone now. Oh, there's my son now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's my little boy. This is where I live now. I've obviously moved on from the big houses and the big cars and stuff, and now I'm trying to change my life around and go legit. It's a lot harder than when you're just taking stuff for free. The fraud of going and getting it for financial gain doesn't bother me in the slightest, but actually deceiving my wife and my family is the one thing that got to me more than anything. Born on the same day as me. He's a good boy though, he's not going to be a naughty one, aren't you? Hey. Yeah, go on. I've started a company now to prevent fraud. I have, I've gone straight kill, and now I've got my own company called Rid Fraud. And it specialises in dealing with identity theft. Yeah? And we're gonna teach companies that we used to whack how to stop it. For real.
Can I have a job?
Más de la mitad de mi vida he hecho artes marciales mixtas porque desde niño he practicado judo, boxeo, taekwondo y tengo eso en la sangre. Pero ninguno ha unido las artes marciales como tal y yo soy el primero en hacer esa unión de todas las artes marciales en solo uno, para formar las artes marciales mixtas en Cuba.